All right, guys, we've been asked about the lighting on our trucks. So we went with a company about 6 years ago called Feniex. Now, we're not sponsored by these guys. You know, we'd love to be sponsored by these guys. They make a pretty good product. We've had good luck out of it. So when they first came out, one of the things that we really liked about them, this is one of their original series. And so in the beginning, this would be like an amber light and this would be like a white light. And so you would buy it and it would flash back and forth. So you could buy like white and amber, white and red, white and blue, depending on what your application was. And we really like it because it's an extruded aluminum piece and you can slide a 1/4 bolt in this track and you can adjust it and put it and then install it anywhere it wants to, and it comes with the stainless hardware. What happens here is this light is amber and white, and amber and white. So that's really cool because then this light could flash both amber, white, or you could do combinations. And then you could do it as, they call it a takedown or a work light or a scene light, could be all white. So that's something that we utilize in our trucks. We use this on our big trucks, our little trucks, our pickups, and all those kind of things. So that's kind of where we started with these guys. So they went through their first iteration where yellow, amber, and white for us, because you know we're a construction company, so we use amber and white. In Georgia, different states use different colors. And then they went to where both was white, both was amber, and then you could have the work light function there. So that was pretty cool. So we standardized on that product with them for a while. So then after that iteration, they came out with their quad series. And quad meant that it had all the colors. It could be red, blue, amber, white, and green. And you can tell a lot about what they are by the connection. So here you just had the red and the black, so you put the power on it, and then you had this white and green. Well, the white and green went to this quad controller. And what was really slick about that, you hook up the white and the green, and so it's like probably an RS-232 serial link. And so this controller talks to this, and then wow, look at all these inputs you have. So then this stick could do all kinds of things. It could be red, amber, green, flash white, have this pattern. The light and the controller knew if the light was forward facing, rear facing, so through this one controller you could do that. So you could pick all the colors, different functions, many different inputs, like input 1 could be blue, input 2 could be red, input 3 could be white and amber. So, you know, a great example of that is we do white and amber, but in Texas, for example, they do white and blue is the same as our white and amber. So, you know, there could be a need to have that flexibility. Then they came along with this light stick, and you notice on it, it has the 2 big red and black power wires, and then it has the same white and green with the USB connection, and then a bunch of little inputs. And this is their new series called Quantum. And Quantum is like their quad series, except it has a programmer. All the programming is in the light, and you program it with your computer, and so you can make your arrows, you can make your colors, you can do everything. But what's interesting about this is they made this one a little bit cheaper, and then it comes with one color, and then you can turn on more colors with a subscription module. So you buy the light as a base color, and if you want 4 colors, you pay them, I don't know, $100 a color to turn all the subsequent colors you want in your stick. You program that in, and then you have like 10 inputs, and then that way you don't have to have this controller. Now when we do our trucks, we've just been using the Quantum light sticks, the 6 and the 8. We use the 6 on the side, the 6 in the front, the 8 in the back. And we just program them all the same. So there's literally hundreds of programming options where you can put in different patterns, different chases, left turn, right turn, rear brake, high stop, center brake, left turn, right turn, amber, all the stuff you want, arrow, traffic directors. And it has like 12 or 14 inputs on each light stick. So in our trucks, we just use a flashing pattern to warn drivers around our construction site. We use a cruise, which is just a pure white pattern so that it's like a work light. And then that's really all we use. So this really works well without having to fool with the controller. So it gives you a lot of functionality, a lot of flexibility. And so these light sticks have really come a long way. You can kind of see the evolution from the beginning to what we're utilizing now. In our next video, we'll actually install the lights on this truck, and we'll go over how we program each one of them and how we utilize them and what the finished product looks like.